Alright, we are back here again trying to do another video for this $100 to 1,000 challenge we're doing. Apologize for the previous videos, having trouble getting the audio to work. I think we've got all the kinks worked out of it now, but we're going to give this another try. So this time I'm going to go back to like I had on previous video, I think my first video, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to play this website's original games. There's 5 of them I'm going to be playing. We'll be doing, can't show the logo on here because YouTube will ban us for playing on on casinos. So we're going to just have to crop the screen like this as best as I can, and I will try to show as much information without showing logos. Again, my goal here is to win $1 total because with such a low bankroll of only $140, really can't risk too much. I'm a believer that if you play too long, they will come back to get you. It goes in cycles. So I only like to play for short periods of times, like 15 to 20 minutes total. So I'm hoping I can keep this to no more than 20 minutes. My goal here with Blackjack is to get off to a good start. I seem to have the most success with Blackjack. It's a simple thing. I'm going for 10 wins. It's a 10-cent bet. You win 10 of those, you win 10 cents each time, so you get $1 total. And then we'll move on to the next game. This is the only one I'm probably going to try to get $1 with. I'm probably going to try and get 50 cents with the other ones because they're a little bit more risky. I don't feel quite as confident playing them. Simple martingale on this, meaning you just double the bet if you lose the bet. So if I start with 10-cent bets, then I go to 20, then 40, 80, 160, and so on. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Start off with 10-cent bet here. So we have a 10 against their 8. I don't have any strategy, or I don't play like no bust, or I don't go by the book, as they say. All right, we got the win. Good start. So we're just going to rebet that 10-cent bet again. I just basically go on luck or gut feeling, more or less, than anything. Sometimes I kind of go by what the dealer has. So we got a tie here, so I'm going to go ahead and take a hit here because I know that won't win. 15. They're probably going to have a 10 under there. I'm probably going to lose, but I can't win every hand. So I'm going to just take a stand on this one. Of course, there, I was right. So we lost that one. We're going to double that to 20 cents. Now we're going to play this one. I never take the insurance because I figure I'm going to lose either way, so it's not a big deal. So we'll double that. Take the hit. I know if you take the insurance, you break even, but I'm not that worried about it. Now again, I'm very conservative with the $140 bankroll. If I was more aggressive, I would hit the double. They probably have a 10 under here, so they probably have 20. I would be banking on a 10. I don't always get 10s. They're not that common, so I'm just going to take a hit. And it's a good thing I didn't double it. 14. I'm going to push my luck. I think I might get a good one here. 17. Let's stay there. They probably have 20. Yep. I'm not surprised. That happens a lot in this game. Alright, we're going to need to get a win here. $14 against a 9. They probably have 19 already. I'm going to stand on that one. Just got a feeling. Oh, and they busted. See? That time it worked for me. Most people probably would have taken a hit there, but push my luck. So now we're up 20 cents profit with 2 wins and 3 losses now. So we'll bring that bet back down to 10. So we have 2 over 10 wins that I want to get. 4 or 14. I'm going to take a hit on that one. I'm hoping I can get closer to 21. Oh, not much closer. But I still got room. I'm going to take another hit here. 17. Really? Alright, I'm going to stand and hoping he busts. And they did. That time it worked out. Alright, so that's 3 wins. So let's start another one. 13 against 20. I'll take a hit on this one. See if I push my luck here. Oh, 20. All right. Take that. Maybe a push. Oh, we got the win. Nice. So now we're 4 wins, 3 losses, and 40 cents of the dollar profit I'm trying to get. 17 against 10 showing. I'm going to stand. They probably have 20. Yep, not surprised. Except this game, they are pretty much rigged for the casino, which it's understandable. It's basically playing digital games, you know. All right, so now let's see if they can return the favor for me here. See if they have 19. Yep, there you go. All right, so now we can bring that bet back down. We're at 50 cents profit now, halfway there. 8. Let's take a hit. 11. Got to hit that. Come on. Oh. 16 to 4. I'm going to stand. Of course. All right. Double that again. 14. I like that, but I'm going to try split this time. Can't see what that other one is. Going to have to move this over. 9, 17. So let's take a hit here. 14 again. Jeez. Let's stand on that one. So that was 17. Probably going to lose 2 hands here. Oh, I won them both. Got lucky on that one. All right. So now we have 8 wins. That's good. I can drop my bet back down to 10. I'm going to need 2 more wins. 16 against a 9. Let's stand. And we got another one. That's 9. 1 more win, please. 20. I got to stand on that. It's probably going to be a tie. Yep. They got it the hard way there. But let's get a blackjack. I haven't had blackjack yet. Nope. 7. And of course 17. 4. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got the 10 wins. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch games and I'll be right back. All right, so we switched over to the game called Dice now. This game is pretty crazy. It can really get you in the weeds really quick. The way it is you have to have the dice land in this green area and you win. I like to set it at 25% win chance or 75% win chance. I apologize. It's called a rollover. I'm going to move this graph over here a little bit so you can see a little more. I'm going to move it all the way over here so you can see it. All right, so at this point, it's a 25% rollover. Means 25% can lose, 75% can win. If I do win, I win a multiplier. Whatever my bet is 1.32 times that. All right, so I'm, again, very low, conservative on this, so I'm going to move this over just so I can see the bet button right here. You can see most of the line here. We're going to start off with a 30-cent bet, which will give us 10 cents profit. So it tells you how much you'll profit here. So if I made this 50 cents, you see I make 16 cents off each win. Yes, you can win a lot faster, but again, the idea is after a loss, you would double the bet, have to win 2 times, and then lower your bet back down. So that's why I start off with very conservative 30 cents. Again, it's double what I was betting, or triple what I was betting on blackjack. So you can lose 3 times as fast. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. Again, my goal is probably 50 cents. We'll see how things are going. So I need to get 5 wins, and I will change this over to dice after we place the first bet. So here we go. All right, so we won. It landed in the green. So as you can see, it skyrocketed us there because I did a $30 bet. My mistake. Oh well, I guess I'm done with this one now. Alright, we're back again. Sorry about the mix-up on that. I will have to go back to dice on another game, another strategy next time and show you how it's supposed to be changed on there. But again, I don't want to push my luck. I do want to keep this under 15-20 minutes of play. I've been playing for probably about 5 or 6 minutes now. Alright, so the next game is called Limbo. The goal here is to keep this a green number. The computer will generate a pick on there. So let me show you my mistake here on dice. So I wound up doing a $30 bet and we won $9.60. So that's a great looking graph. I'd like to have them all like that, but I have to play within my means. So strategy I follow a lot with, I apologize for videos before I didn't have the audio on there, but I like to follow a content creator named All on Black. He's comes up with a lot of these great strategies, and I've been trying to implement them and play. He's found the best multiplier to play at is 1.3x. So anytime this hits 1.3 or above, we're going to win our bet. Again, it's just like that dice strategy. I'm only going to start with a 30-cent bet. It's only going to win me 9 cents each time because that dice strategy was 1.32. So I'll take 9 cents. I'm not too worried about, especially after that big dice win. I basically have a little extra to play with right now. Be nice to keep it if I can, though. Strategy here too is same thing. If I lose, I double and have to win 2 times, and then bring it back down to base bet. A really aggressive way to do it would be to double after your loss. Again, that can get very expensive very quick, but you can regain, be back in profit after one win. So we're going to try just doubling after one loss. So, all right, so here we go with the first bet, 30 cents. Looking for 1.3 or above. So we lost that one, of course. So I'm going to double. So now it's a 60-cent bet. We'll win 18, but I have to win 2 of these. Let me switch this over to Limbo. That way we can keep track of it. Okay. Again, my goal here is to profit 50 cents if I can. Come on, really? That's not the way I wanted to start. So now we're up to a $1.20 bet already. Maybe this is coming get me back for blackjack, huh? Again, I have to win at least 2 of these. There's the win, 2.33. As you can see, it doesn't quite get us all the way back up. We're still down 54 cents, but if I win another one, I'm going to win 36 cents. So I have to win 2 more. So I'm going to have to win a total of 3 at this bet level. There, ooh, just made it, $1.40. So now we're only down 18 cents. If I think I'm going to go down, cut my bet in half. Again, need to save progressions. I'm happy with breaking even, just starting over basically if I win this one. And there we go. Okay, so now we're back at break even. So I'm going to basically start over, cut back at 30 cents again. And now we're going to hopefully get on the green side here. All right, that's a win. So we're at 9 cents. 18. 27. 26. 45. 54. Oh, jeez. I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Maybe I'm going to go for $1 on this one now. Probably going to get a loss. Yep, there we go. It's inevitable. Alright, so I need to get 2 wins here. There's 1. Back to 42. And there's 2. Back to 60 cents now. Let's cut our bet back in half. Ooh, 13. That would have been sweet to get a bet on 13. That would have been nice. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple more wins here. There's 1. So now I only need 4 cents. So I'm going to cut this down even more. 15-cent bet. If it wins 5 cents, that'll be okay. And there we go. Alright, so we made $1 profit, so I rounded it down. Only took us $8.55 in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and move on to the next game. Be right back. Alright, see, told you I'd be right back. Okay, this one is called Wheel. I only played it a little bit. I'm still pretty leery of it. I'm not 100% sure how confident I want to be playing this. Again, I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to get $1, but we'll see how it goes. We'll try at least try to get 50 cents. And then if we're feeling good like we did on the last one, then we'll try to get up to $1 if we can. But 50 cents minimum is my goal here. The risk, we're going to keep it low. I try to keep his segments down to 10. Anytime it lands in this purple, let me move this graph over for you. Anytime it lands in the purple, we get 1.5 times our bet. But I don't have anything in there. So let's say I put in, let's say 50 cents. So anytime it lands here, we will get 25 cents back. If it lands in this light gray or this light gray here, we would get 1.2, so we would get our 10 cents. So we're going to try and do a 50-cent bet and try to get at least 5 of them in the light gray, or if we get lucky, maybe purple. Now, if it lands in these two dark spots here, that's the 0. So we would lose 50 cents because that's what we're betting right now. So there's a 20% chance that it'll land there, 70% chance it's going to land in a light gray, and only a 10% chance it's going to land in the purple. All right, so I'm going to leave this graph over here so you can see the 1.2 and the 1.5 there. Okay, let me go over just a little bit. No, I'll just go ahead and leave it right there. All right, so here we go again. Goal is 50 cents to $1. All right, so we won on that first one. Let me switch this over so you can follow along with the winning here. So we won 10 cents on that. All right, so let's place it again. Got another one, 10 cents. Ooh, it was getting closer, wasn't it? Another 10 cents. Ooh, nice one. All right, so we're up to 55 already. 4 wins, no losses. So I guess that means we're probably about due if you believe in that. So if we lose this, we're only 5 cents profit. Let's go ahead and try. All right, another 10 cents, 65 cents. There's our loss. All right, so now we do have to double the bet and try and get it back. So if we double it, now we're $1. Our profit would then, if it lands there, we get 50 cents back. We'd be back up all the way. Or if we land there, we get 20 cents. We'd have to win 3 times because we lost 50 cents. All right, cross our fingers. All right, there's 1, 2. Thought I was going to stop on it that time. Come on, give us one more, please. There we go. Now we're back to 75 cents. We can bring this back in half. So let's try for 25 more cents. There's 10, 20. Now we just need 5 cents, so we're going to cut this in half. So now if we land on one of these, we get 5 cents. We can get there, we still get 13. Give us one more win, please. And there we go. $1 again. All right, we'll move on to the next game. Be right back. All right, here we are with our 5th and final one that we're going to play today. This is called Baccarat. If you're not sure what it is, it's the player or the banker. Let me move this over. The player or the banker, whoever gets closest to the number 9, after you have to watch it. They're dealt 2 cards, and then they each get 1 more card to see who can get closest to the number 9. If you have a face card or 10, it is a 0. Aces are 1. You'll see it how it goes there. Again, this is a like blackjack. You do win whatever you bet on this one. If you're playing player, if you're playing banker, you only get 90%. It's a 10% house edge more on this one because the odds are a little bit higher on the banker. Less rules they have to do to win. If you get a tie, then of course you can place a bet on it. If you bet the tie, you win 8-1, whatever you bet on that. I've never bet on a tie, so I'm not really sure if there's other better streamers and gamblers out there to follow this. So let me move this over here so I can show you what's going on over there. All right, so I'm going to do a 10-cent bet. Again, we half double it, so if we have to, we'll double the bet. Right now, I'm only going to play on player. So if it loses, then a double, just like on blackjack. Again, we're going for 50 cents, maybe for $1. I don't have a lot of luck, good luck with Baccarat. My luck is more bad with Baccarat, but we'll try it out and see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 10-cent bet. Oh, I have to place it on here, that's why, sorry. So we got a 10-cent bet on there, total bet. So let's go ahead and place the bet. Move the graph over so you can see the cards a little better there. I'm going to move it all the way off to the side over here because I still want to be able to see these buttons here. Alrighty, so banker won because they got a 6 and we had a 2. So we had 0 and a 4. And then if it goes up over 10, then it starts back over and starts counting back up. So that's why we have a 2. Alright, so we lost that one. So we're going to double that bet and place. So now it's 20 cents on there. So now we're going to bet that. Oh, let me change this to Baccarat. So we're down 10 cents. And of course we lost. See, they didn't have to get another card because they already beat us. As I said, I don't have much luck with this game. So now we're up to 40-cent bet. And I guess we already won. As you can see, the graph updated. So it's a little quicker than our... I can't see the half button here now. Let me move this over here. I am going to have to cover that up. I do apologize, but it does show you the number right there, the amount. So we can still work it that way. Okay, so I'm back down to 10-cent bet on player again. And banker won again. So we double. And we won that one already. 9. So we got what's called a perfect 9. If you get a combination of 9 on your, without having to get any other cards, it's considered a perfect 9, which is sweet. All right, so now we're up to 20 cents. All right, let's cut our bet in half. Go back down to 10. Try it again. We got another perfect 9. Nice. Uh-oh. Ooh, good. We pulled it out with the 8. Again, I'm very new to the Baccarat. I'm not really sure. I don't know why they didn't get another one to try, but they must have to stop at 5. So, but I'm not sure on that. Like I said, I'm no professional gambler. Learn as I go here. All right, 9, nice. All right, so we got our 50 cents. Again, we got that extra $9 on blackjack, so I am going to play a little bit extra with it. See if maybe we can get to that 50 extra cents there and get to $1. All right, here we go. All right, we just barely won. I went 8 to 7. Nice. Up to 60. Uh-oh. Yeah. All right, let's double that one. Now we're probably going to go on the banker one. Oh, we got it again. Nice. Yeah, just stop talking smack about Baccarat, maybe. My luck's changing a little, but sure enough, as soon as you do that, look at that. Lost. All right, double. Ooh, yeah. All right, that gets us to 80-cent profit, so we just need 2 more. All right, got another one. If you notice, I don't think we've had a single tie yet, so that's again why I never really bet on ties. There's many different strategies out there. Oh, sure enough, as soon as I say it, we got a tie. So I didn't lose any money. I still won 10 cents. That's what I bet. So it's just like getting a tie in blackjack. All right, there we go. All right. So we got our dollar there. It only took us $2.30, 11 and 5. Let me pull it overall. So sorry. So we played blackjack, dice, limbo, wheel, and baccarat. So overall, we won $13.60 because of my goof. We have an extra, basically $9 on there. Wagered $51 because I placed a $30 bet. We won 49 times, lost 14 losses there. Alrighty, that's going to be it for today. So as you can see right here, actually is my total balance on this one. It shows we're up to $153.74. So we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.